Welcome back to Spyro 2. Today we actually finished the game.
Hey you never guess who I just spotted walking outside.
Oh, you found D-pad?
No, I saw a
you
cat.
asses. You asses. Yes, I'm back, baby.
Yeah, he
I
finally
know.
came out of hiding.
What is this
Okay,
fucking
well, to be-
staircase thing?
To be fair, I told you when I was going to start the revamp of my review series, the movies I found were really bad. So yeah, I had to kind of
Go into
hide
hiding.
from.
And I need to start watching some of that stuff too.
Yeah. We're gonna have fun torturing ourselves.
Yeah, the paintings are actually new touches. They have a few NPCs. It's really weird though.
Yeah.
You can't see the last two because it automatically kicks in.
Okay, I think I said this when we started the actual walkthrough for the game, but I love Ripto's design for the new, for the Reignited trilogy.
What does
Yeah,
this game
it's
series have
badass.
against sheep?
Come back here, you useless animals! Hey, Shorty, maybe I can help.
Spyro, you're like the same length.
You again? Yep. If you want to test that power crystal, why don't you try it on me? I'll stand still, I promise. I like that idea. Dragon,
Is there an achievement for standing still?
No, no.
Ah,
There really should have been. There really should have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ripto is actually
There's actually this achievement in Uncharted 4 where during a certain section you need to not do anything for 30 seconds.
Really?
The reason why that achievement is there is because that's the segment they showed off during the unveil of Uncharted 4. Something went wrong on stage, so that's why Drake was standing still. They made that an achievement
That's
in the
good.
retail game.
That's good. Yeah,
I don't know if it's in
That's
the
awesome.
if it's in the Legacy of Thieves collection.
it should be. It should be.
Yeah, most of the time they just carry over the same achievements.
Ripto is essentially the same thing as Gulp, only a lot less annoying, because you have to
Gulp
acquire
was annoying.
three orbs in order to do anything.
Orbs.
They can be any type. So, because I got a thing, and I was able to do it by grabbing all three colors. They each give different abilities. Blue
Okay.
gives you supercharge, red, as we saw, gives super flame, and green gives basically acid bombs.
Okay, you know what would really help during this boss fight?
What?
If the camera locks on to the to Ripto.
Nah, it's like
Yeah.
that was how the original was, and it's not that annoying.
Yeah, that's how the
Okay,
original
I'm gonna
was, and this is a remake. This is the chance to improve on things. And they didn't take the opportunity.
I'm
Like,
gonna
they're
be
going to
real
change
honest
the
here.
camera angle for that god-awful mission, but they don't give you, boss fight lock-on. So,
What?
if you run, the enemy is out of your vision, and you
The only
don't
worst
know
one is
where
the
he is.
supercharge. Anyway, what was that, D-pad?
See, I was gonna say, okay, I agree with Edgy, for the camera, at least for the supercharge, they should have locked on, because that would have made it a lot
Yeah.
easier, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I remember original game, I had trouble with Ripto. It took me at least 3 tries before I finally got it, and then I forgot when I was playing the Reignited trilogy. I forgot Ripto was a few stages, so I forgot all about
Yeah.
mecha, the mechas. I'm just frick, but.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
Uh-huh.
perfectly honest. I was never a big fan of having the second stage of a boss fight. Although that was more of a me as a kid thing, but that's because as a kid, some things are just more difficult, and some games that have a second phase for a boss fight don't have the wisdom to place a checkpoint. And if you're gonna make your boss
Yeah.
fight 2 boss fights, well,
checkpoint.
Let's just say that at that point I'd rather be playing on emulator where I can use a save state.
Honestly, I think it more depends on how long they go. Because I don't mind the fact that this is 3 parts, because each of the parts aren't that
There's
long.
a third part?
Yeah, there's 3 parts for this.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Nope.
Wait, why am I surprised? I played this game.
This is actually the easier one for... The second round is actually also by Hunter. I never noticed that
I'm telling you, he's working for Ripto.
I never noticed that until this playthrough. Hunter lands on a roof. I never noticed that. Because I just thought he just basically purely goes down. Because the original had him basically go straight to the lava. And yes, having Super Flame does circumvent having to grab the orbs for the first 2 rounds.
Well, that definitely makes
So
sense.
why weren't you
I
playing
think.
with Super Flame?
Because I wanted to actually show the game off.
He's a perfectionist. Edgy.
Well, he's not doing so perfect if you ask me, but that's my opinion.
And yes, I believe that the perfect skill point for this also accumulates to all 3 rounds. So you have to basically beat Ripto, period, without taking a single hit.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I remember that because I actually wanted to go and get the points for it, and I nearly went insane trying to do this one. This one was like the hardest one.
It's gold.
Yeah, I'm
That's the
sorry.
hardest
If,
one.
if you're
fifth
asking me
try.
to do this without getting hit, I'm sorry, but if you're asking me that, I'm going back to, like, Crash 1 all Platinum Relics.
Oh, I never got the relics in Crash. I couldn't do them. And
I got all
we'll see
the
you in
Platinums
Fear
in
the
the
Dragonfly.
Insane Trilogy.
And
was
we'll
not
see Ripto
pretty.
in Into the Dragonfly. Did you get all the relics for It's About Time?
I haven't played past, like, the halfway point of Crash 4. The thing is, my interest in Crash 4 got reignited when the game came out on PC. So then I got it, and just like the PS4 version, I played past the halfway point. But the thing is, wait, hang on, I really like this upcoming section. Everybody shut up. Yes! God, I wish that were me! Anyway, as I was saying, the PC version for Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, was controversial for a few reasons. Or, basically one, you had to be online.
Yep.
Yep.
And you couldn't get the game on Steam. Now, a single player game requiring you to always be online, well, unfortunately that, I wouldn't say that's unheard of, but you'd think that for a game that requires you to always be online, it at the very least has cloud saves, right? That's the only justification for a game being always online. Wanna guess what the PC version of Crash Bandicoot 4 on Battle.net did not have?
Cloud saves.
But
It did not have cloud saves. So at one point I deleted the game because I was freeing up space. And there goes my cloud save. There goes my save.
oh, and hey, look at we're in Dragon Shores.
I also do want to show this off. Return to Winter Tundra real quick.
I don't like that you have
The
15
adventure continues.
gems over the
Yeah.
the 10k. I don't like that.
I know.
I
It's
don't
like I
have-
don't understand what the hell what that issue is. I really don't. It's weird. And I should also
Oh, it's
state and
definitely
have
new.
an interesting note, by the way. Well, first of all, I'll show it off after we show this off. But as you can see through the gateway, Dragon Shores has its own portal, which is something I always
Right.
like. Anyway, the Reignited trilogy was actually my first time seeing Dragon Shores.
Oh, it was mine too.
No, I have beaten Ripto before, but my disc was scratched enough that basically Dragon Shores would not load.
No, like that was for me too. That was for me too. You.
And hey, Norks. I don't understand why Norks are running Dragon Shores. It's weird as hell.
Maybe they're trying to go legitimate.
True.
Maybe they're
I
trying
mean-
to show remorse for their action in the previous game.
Well, I wouldn't say that it's their action. It's more like, Spyro defeated their leader, so, they have to find work somewhere else, maybe.
True.
Maybe. I mean, to be fair, that's
Yeah.
pretty like alpha animal behavior, right? Take down
Yeah.
leader, and they'll all bow down to you.
Yeah.
Also, all the Nork names have G in front of them, like Nick,
Yeah.
Niles over at the intro.
You know, that does make me wonder. Do I need to pronounce it as Nick or Gnick?
I pronounce it Nick.
Good Nick.
There's the Eddy from
I think
Colossus.
Oh, I remember this part. You get to actually dunk some of the creatures. It's fun.
Basically, there are 10 coins to collect. 3 of them give 3, and 1 gives 1.
This is pretty easy, isn't
All
it?
right.
Have another one of these tokens.
Yeah, you also have the chef from Sunny
Another
Beach.
shot if you want, kid.
Oh, the one that tried to cook the turtles.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow, you really are a great shot. Take this. It's my last token.
My last token.
Okay, I do appreciate that they're saying it's a last token, because I would not be surprised if somebody would like try
You can
another
keep
time and be
doing
like,
them.
what the fuck, I'm not getting tokens. This game is broken. Ree.
Yeah. Yeah,
I like
you
some
could
of the
still do-
animations for like when they fall.
But I'm
Yeah.
That's fun.
tokens. Keep shooting if you want.
Yeah, then they just loop.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I saved the most annoying one for last.
Hiya, Spyro.
All right.
I hear you're a pretty good
I
shot.
hate
How'd
it.
you like to try my shooting gallery?
Oh boy, shooting gallery.
This no
Wait,
no.
hang on. Did the negative answer say no with a G in front of it?
Yeah,
It's
Okay, I'll send
why?
because they're Norks. These are literally easy.
Yeah, but you're
you
not.
Just need. Fuck you.
Just need to spam.
Yeah, you just need to spam the super flame.
nice shoot.
It's honestly way easier. And I think, and you
Yeah.
still have that timer even if you have a infinite super flame.
Okay,
Right.
set the timer
You do.
for
You know. Imagine how those things must feel like they actually have to be target practice for this game.
When you ask that, I think of basically the anytime there's a
Next round.
painful usage of an animal in Flintstones, it's a living.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Evan.
I'm just thinking about like the boxing like what's the word for it, like okay, now I'm gonna look it up. I hate being the only foreigner here.
Oh, the Tunnel of Love. I remember.
Which also
this part.
promotes
Google
incest.
Translate.
Take no money down and make no monthly payments.
Because the brother and sister are two of the people that can show up on this.
Tried as many times
Oh, so it's just called a boxing ball. That
pretty dark in there.
thanks.
Understand.
Yeah, so I kind of have to think about the boxing ball
And
from
bestiality.
Undertale.
Up aboard, my
Yeah.
friend.
Like I think that one is pretty hilarious because you get it in the tutorial, and then later on in the game you can actually the character will fight you, but he will have different dialogue depending on whether or not you fought him or spared him in the tutorial.
Where did that monk come from?
As promised, here's
Yeah,
That monk gets around.
when you have
He
I
gets
think
around.
I think someone at Insomniac had like a really weird idea for crossbreeding.
Yeah, it's honestly considering in the epilogue, one of the shots is Spyro and Allura on this. It's kind of weird that they randomly just go, "Oh, hey, here's basically the monks from Colossus, the baby turtles from Sunny Beach, the Yeti from Colossus, and the fawns from Fracture Hills." It's weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, now it's time for honestly my
Okay.
least favorite of the games.
Oh, this
This
one. I
first
hated
one's
this
not
one.
that bad, but it's like it's when we get to the
Yeah.
second and third levels it gets annoying. Anyway, go ahead, Deepak.
Okay, first and second, like, yeah, no problem. Third one, just, I wanted to throw my controller at the TV. But okay, going back to Undertale.
Don't. Both are expensive.
I, but like,
And you
okay,
go
going back
ahead.
to Undertale, the creator, Toby Mac, I think that's the name.
Fox.
Okay, sorry, Toby Fox. He recently guest starred on We Baby Bears, apparently.
Interesting.
Yeah, and like the internet's kind of like just blowing up about it. Like they're like, why would
Hang
you
on,
go on
isn't
that
it?
show?
Is it? Wait. Isn't it We Bears? Isn't that the name of the
No,
program?
they did a spin-off. They did a spin-off called We Baby Bears, which is them as kids. And apparently they have like a magic floating sentient box that takes them to places.
I mean, I'm glad that
They
I'm glad he's getting like his horizon expanded, but I think there are better things than like weird kid shows to be like. I could be completely out of touch, but I don't think that many adults would be watching that show. I could
it's
think
more
of maybe
kids,
two
but
on
that-
top of my head, and they both have like a bear fetish.
Well, here's the thing. They canceled season 4 of OKKO for We Baby Bears. And that kind of ticks me off.
I mean, to be fair, I know that Cartoon Network in particular is really is kind of infamous for that, for like canceling good shows in favor of the awful shows that have like the really childish writings that for whatever reason the kids keep going back to. Like I don't think I
Times
need
Go.
I don't I was about to say I don't think I need to mention which one they really tried to push. But I remember back in 2015, when I was in Orlando, with my father and my two brothers, pretty much 90% of the time we were in our motel room. Cartoon Network was on, because my dad did not just couldn't say no to him, and I just found that whatever when I watched over his shoulder, it was like, this is awful. How can anyone like this? This is such a poor representation of like actual good. Why did you jump over that balloon?
Honestly, I'd rather miss the green balloon and redo that than miss the red balloon. Because the red balloons are
Right.
really pains in the
Fair enough,
asses
fair
to
enough.
hit sometimes.
They are.
But yeah,
Alright, getting back-
basically
getting back
it's
to what you were saying.
basically Teen Titans Go is really one of those we made this for the kids and only for the kids type of shows, and I find ridiculous that Cartoon Network at several points would just have like 3-hour blocks showing nothing but that shit show, and
I will say this though, as the series has progressed, there are some episodes that I actually find extremely hilarious. Like, there is an episode where they actually did a crossover with Freakazoid of all shows. That was hilarious. And they actually brought back like the original voice actor for Freakazoid and the villain that they used from Freakazoid. There's also another episode where they actually teamed up with Beetlejuice, and it was voiced by the actor that portrayed him for the Broadway production of Beetlejuice. That was hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, look, bad shows can have good moments, but the thing is, I constantly say like people, like sometimes you have to toss stuff at the wall and see what sticks. The problem is, they keep throwing stuff at the wall, and even though that some things stick, I'm really more concerned with the mess they put on the floor. And I feel like the cleaners are having a really tough time.
I like that poster, like that's like at the movie theater too. It's nice.
And the reward for 100%ing is infinite super flame.
Super flame.
Oh, but now you cannot record the Switch version of Spyro 2 anymore.
Fuck you. Shut the fuck up. I said I was gonna do this when I did Gulp, but here's the best way to get the fucking perfect skill point in for Gulp. This method works for all three bosses. I don't recommend it for Crunch, considering how fucking easy it is. And you also can do this for the first 2 rounds of Ripto. Yeah, just stand right there and just spam fire.
Stand there and just spam.
You will interrupt his
Standing
attacks.
here, I'm standing here, I'm standing here, I'm standing here.
There. That's how you get the perfect skill point for Gulp. A very bad boss fight in the remake.
Yeah.
And a really meme-ish looking loading screen.
I gotta say, I like his design for the Reignited trilogy.
It's not
Why
bad.
why does one of his fangs look like it's supposed to be his tongue?
That's broken.
Like from a distance, it looks like he's sticking out his tongue.
It's broken.
I think it is his tongue sticking out.
No, it's his tooth.
I don't know.
It's his fang.
Yeah, his right.
But anyway, but yeah, you know what I do feel like this is a really great spot to have like a 50-minute debate on whether or not that's his tongue or his fang.
Oh my god. We're not gonna turn it to big brain
God.
scratch.
So anyway, point number 1, stop the recording.